Hey yogis, welcome to another episode of Yoga in My Room. Today, I don't exactly have a plan, but I feel like I need to move and build some heat and just bring some awareness inward and work on some strength, flexibility, some different transitions, and so that's what it's going to be about. So let's get to it. I'll just start seated here and taking a few moments to yourself, just sitting up nice and tall. When you feel comfortable, just let your eyes close. Let your shoulders soften. Bring some more awareness to your breath. Feel your jaw soften. Bring your awareness now right to your connection to your mat. Feel that soften too. Breathing in slowly all the way full and all the way empty. Breathing in all the way full and pausing at the peak of the breath, holding it in. Maybe you can grab one more sip of air. Hold it as long as you can. And let it go. We'll do that 3 more times. Inhaling all the way full. Holding full, really feel that chest expand. Rib cage opens up. Shoulders soften. Empty everything out. And we'll do one more. Filling up all the way full. Even drawing up the lower locks of the belly. Empty it out. And then just take a nice deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Start to just roll my shoulders back a few times as I'm still bringing that same awareness to my breath. I'll start to lift my head up and down, so looking down, looking up. Looking down, looking up. Come back to center. Take a deep breath in. And then just bring your chin down. Bring your left ear over to the left shoulder. As you inhale, feel that stretch. As you exhale, back over to the other side. Inhaling here to feel that stretch. And exhale. Bring it over to the other side. Again, taking a deep breath in. Bring it back to center and over to the other side. Inhaling there. And exhale. Chin down. And lift your head back up. And from here, come into downward facing dog. As you come into downward facing dog, come in really gently and start with your knees nice and bent, finding some movement there. All right, make sure your fingers are spread nice and wide. And as you're here in this first downward dog, Really taking the time to connect to your foundation. Connect to your breath. So I'm just wiggling in here, gently stepping on the ball mounds of my feet, lifting up my hips. Focus on the sensations you're feeling in your body and really pay attention to that. Start to bend your right knee. Hold there for a few breaths. Keep lifting up away from your mat with your hands. Bend your left knee. Breathing in. Breathing out. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Good. Lift both of your heels up. Take a deep breath in. And then soften them down. Stretch back. So chest towards the thighs here. Feel your armpit spiral in towards your face. Press up out of your shoulders. Good. And then lift your heels up high as you inhale. And then slowly walk your feet to your wrists. Bend your knees, look forward, find a long spine through the top of your head. Inhale. And rest your belly on your thighs, drop your head. Spread your toes and start to sway from side to side. So your knees are very bent. My chest is on my thighs, my belly's on my thighs. Just dropping the head. Nice to come out of the lower back here. And we'll take 5 more breaths. I'm going to interlace my fingers and I'm going to bring them at the base of my skull, the nape of my neck. Let the elbows come in. This will feel good along the spine, the top of the spine, the middle of the back. 5 breaths. Send the breath where you feel any sensation. Last round. And release that. And then come into a flat back. And fold. And roll up to stand up. And reach your arms up. Look up, stretch up, inhale, and bring your hands to your heart. And inhale, reach back up, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, and then we're going to step back into a plank pose. Shift forward over your toes, pause there. Start to engage your glutes, tuck your tail, lift your belly. Engage your quads. Round in between the shoulders. For the last 3, exhale. 2, exhale. 1 more, inhale. Downward facing dog, stretch back. Lift your right leg up. Breathe here. Be present. As best as you can, be present in your body with your breath. All right, start to open up the hip. Bend the knee. All right, circle your foot in one direction, and then circle your foot in the other direction. Bring some
activation into the left quadricep as well. Quadriceps. And then start to draw some circles with your right knee. And they don't have to be as big as these circles. They can be whatever you need them to be. Take them the other way. Right? Extend the leg with the hip open. Point the toes. Good. And then bring your right knee to your right tricep. Let it touch. And then take it back to three-legged dog. Inhale. Right knee over to the left. Tricep, elbow, whatever you can reach. And then press it back. Bring the knee to the center line of your body. Come forward over your back toes. Lift it up high. Right? Press away as if you were going to do a handstand, right? Press away. And then three-legged dog. Good. And then step your right foot through. And let's step the left foot out just a little bit. Bend your back knee, lift up. Double bent knee. Crescent warrior. All right, softening the tailbone down, really engaging upwards here. Hugging the ribs. Pinkies turn in. Good. Let's take 5 breaths here. Hug your right hip crease in. 1. Exhale. 2. Exhale, pelvic floor muscles engage, glutes engage. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. Straighten out the back leg. Lift your arms up. And then bring your hands inside your right foot. Heel toe that right foot out. And to start here, we're going to keep the back knee lifted, hugging this right knee in towards the right arm. And you can be on blocks here at home if you have them, blocks, books, whatever you got. So this is a great sequence. I've been doing a lot of outdoors hikes, so this is gonna really help you if you've been doing that. Whatever you've been doing, this is gonna help you. Right, so at this point, I'm gonna roll onto the outer edges of my feet, and it can be a rough outline for you. It could be a lot toned down from this if you're doing this at home. Just take it easy, be gentle. But this will get into a different spaces in the body, as if I was coming here, which now we're going to take the back knee down. Continue to breathe. A little bit of movement is always a good thing. Sometimes you sway into a place that feels really good and you can breathe there. And then if you want to move on, you'll bring your forearms down to the earth. And we're going to stay here for a little while and just breathe. Maybe you close your eyes and feel and tune into places that are tight. I can feel that there's some tightness back here. So I'm going to visualize a softening. Relax my body, relax my breath. And picture the breath filling up those spaces with soft, calming energy, right? It's the best way I can describe it. But as your breath slows down, your body starts to become more flexible, more open. So stay as long as you like. You know, as it starts to feel good, stay longer in these shapes. I'm going to reach back for my back foot. At this point, you can just stay right where you are. Breathe there. So with my right hand, I'm reaching for my back foot. Can't see it, but it's there. Draw the foot towards you for more of a quad stretch. We'll just take another breath here. And then we'll start to come out. All right, to come out of this, let's heel toe the right foot in. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee up. And let's just step forward. So step forward. Oh, I'm gonna take my time stepping forward because there's a lot of sensation in that left leg. Come into a flat back here. And then fold softly, bent knees. Good, roll up to stand up. Roll it up. Reach your arms up high. Stretch up. And then forward fold. Soften your knees. Come into a flat back here. And this time, just step your right foot back. Step your left foot back. Inhale, shift forward over your toes. Bend your elbows lower down halfway. And then press back up, inhale. Lower down. Come up. Lower down. Lift up. You can do these from your knees as well. Lower down. One more. Lift up. Lower down. Land on your belly. Release the tops of your feet. Roll your shoulders back. Press your chest up through your palms to a low cobra. Top of the head reaching forward. Press into the tops of your feet. Let's take a couple more breaths. One more breath here. Lower down. And then tuck your toes, roll your shoulders back, lift your knees. Inhale here. Exhale, press up, strong core, plank pose. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. If you hear any noise in the basement, or any noise besides me, it's my husband working in the basement. Because you know, we in isolation, so we're home together, and that's why we're here making this video. Anyways, awesome. Let's get back into our downward facing dog. Breathe here, just a breath. Sway your hips a little from side to side. That feels good. Left leg lifts up. Stretch. Start to open up your hip. I like to just square my shoulders slightly here. Circling my foot in one direction. And then the other. And then the knee, massaging the hip, circle your knee, and then circle the knee in the other direction. Straighten the leg with the hip open, press away from your mat, point your toes, deep breath in, and then bring your left knee to your left tricep. Let it touch, and then take it back. Left knee right, across, and bring it back. Bring it into the center line. All right, I'm gonna peek forward here. Yes, and then take it back. Step your foot between your hands, walk your right foot out, bend your back knee, and lift up. Double bent knee crescent. Hug left hip crease in. Let's just breathe here. 1. So happy to be practicing yoga today. 2. 3. 4. Last one. And start to straighten that back leg and reach up, really pressing that back leg straight. Glutes are turned on for a breath. Hands come to the inside of that left foot. Heel to your left foot out a little bit. Keep hugging it in though. Let's just rock a little bit forward and back. This is where you would take your blocks if you need them. And I'm just kind of seeing what's here. Right, whenever you get into a shape, it's just good to explore a little bit gently, assessing what's happening in your body. If I moved like this, and if I elongate here, right? And then you start to just get into a lot of nice places that need some love. They need some release. Back knee coming down. And we're here long enough. You can take it nice and slow. This is feeling good right now, so I'm staying here for a couple more breaths. I'm sorry, but I need a little bit of this lemon water. I hope you're drinking lots of lemon water at home if you have lemons and you have water. If you don't, hit me up. I'll come deliver some. Curbside. I'm gonna come onto my forearms here. Taking this time, hold space for yourself. Just hold it. Let go of tension. If you want to take the back foot for the bind, at this point, take it. If you have the foot, draw it towards you, away from you. See what feels good. Coming out. We're going to come out really gently. And we're just going to tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, step forward, come into a flat back here, and fold. Let's get into some sun salutations. Take a moment or two here in this fold. Breathe. Deep, slow breaths. Just let the tops of your hands touch down. This is really good for opening up the backs of the legs. Just be patient. You can stay engaged in some places, you know, your belly, see how that feels. Engage the lower belly locks. Breathe in your chest, collarbones, upper ribs. Backs of the legs. All right. Start to just roll up to stand up. Roll up. Lift your arms up high. Sorry I'm cut off, but it's how we roll today. We don't have the space. Good. Bring your hands to your heart center. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, flat back. Hold that inhale as you step back. Keep that inhale. And then exhale as you lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One deep breath here, all the way in, all the way out. Lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward, hop to your hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Tall mountain, lift up, lift up, lift up. Maybe you start to reach up and over. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. This time I'm going to plant my palms and I'm going to hop to a low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Remember to do your modified versions of your sun salutations if that's what you're needing today. One breath in. One big breath out. Lift your heels, inhale. Bend your knees, look forward. Spring to your hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Tuck your chin here. Let your head drop. Inhale, come all the way up. Tall mountain. Back bend if you wish. Exhale, hands to heart. Samasti. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale through your Vinyasa to downward facing dog. When you get to downward facing dog, take one deep full breath in and one deep full breath out. Good, step your feet together, lift your heels up, bend your knees, look forward. And as you hop, think of really bringing the weight into your hands, your arms, and using that to kind of hold you, right? So putting the work there so you can just hop off those toes and quietly land your feet to your hands. Just a soft hop. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, hands into your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale to chaturanga, your low push-up. Inhale through upward facing dog. Exhale into downward facing dog. All right. Whew. That built a little heat there. Start to press your chest back towards your thighs, and you could be on tippy toes here. You could have knees bent, but just for 5, 4 deep breaths, 3, 2, 1 more. And then keep your chest towards your thighs, lift your butt up high, and then just kind of get into your deepest expression here. All right, come forward into plank pose. Step your feet together. Working a little bit of core strength here. Come forward over your toes. Let's lift the right foot up and pulse it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Core is strong. Navel to spine for 1, 2, 3. Hold it up. Bring your right knee to your right tricep. Bring it over to the left. Bring it back into center. And then step it back. Good. Left foot lifts. Pulse up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to keep your hips level. 7, 8, 9, 10. Left knee left. Left knee right. Center. And back. Inhale. Downward dog. Good. Walk your hands back to your feet. Deep breath, halfway lift. Fold on your exhale. Interlace your fingers behind your back and stretch. Keep breathing. Good, release. Roll up to stand up. Whew. Let it settle here in mountain pose. Just notice how you feel. It's really healthy just to take those deep breaths. Know that this is a healing practice for you right now. And I hope that you enjoy it for yourself. Let's do some balancing. Hug your right knee in. Just try to stay up tall, right? Keep your tailbone down, your lower belly lifting. I want to work the hip flexor, so let's grab the waist, extend the leg out in front. So my elbows are back. I'm gonna reach through the ball mount of my foot. Stay lifted. Your foot does not have to be this high, it can be lower. Do what you can. Right. You can add the arms if it's okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, and hug it in. I'm gonna cross your right ankle over your left thigh. I'm gonna lean my chest forward and sit my hips back. Figure 4, standing pigeon, whatever you wanna call it. At this point, there's an arm balance. Right? For those of you who are wanting arm balances, can start to work on this now here by bringing your hands down, hooking your toes around your left tricep, and I'm going to lean forward, lean, but lift my bum. Right? As you lean forward, you bring the weight into your hands, then you lift the left foot up. Right? You hug that foot towards you. You can always pause the video to practice. We're going to start to come out of this. It's okay if you were just right here the whole time, right? You go at your own pace. And we'll come up and take it back down. Mountain pose. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And hug your left knee up towards you. Point the toe. I'm gonna see, I can be sitting back like this, but I'm gonna lift up, bring my weight forward and up. Grab the hips, extend the leg. Whew. Hold here. Maybe lift the arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, One more. Good. Bend the knee. Cross it over. Figure 4. Leaning forward. Sitting the hips back. Flexing this left foot here. And you can stay here at any place, right? Working this. This is your next step towards the arm balance. If you want to get this, it looks so weird as I'm looking at it in the camera, but you want to get this before you worry about bringing your hands down and coming up. You want to get comfortable in this shape, so really open hips, right? And then as you come forward, you're lifting up the back foot, right? Holding strong. Remember your adjustments. How can they apply? When you're ready, coming out. Always trying to come out with grace, right? And if you don't, just the intention is good enough. I felt that. Let's reach up and fold in half. And come into a flat back here. And depending on where you ended up on your mat, make your way into a plank pose. Once you're in plank, come forward over your toes. Lower down halfway. Lift up. Lower down halfway. Lift up. Lower down. Lift up. This time we're lowering down. We're coming into upward facing dog. In this upward facing dog, drop your thighs down. Just let the hips kind of hang out. Or, again, if it doesn't feel good to do this, just find something that does. And as I start to come down onto my belly, I'm gonna activate my core. I'm gonna do this slowly by bringing everything down, right? My pelvic area, my low belly. Now the elbows start to bend and I've safely come down, right? One vertebra at a time. Boom, forehead hits the ground. And now we're gonna rest here for a minute. Just bring your hands here, rest a cheek. Go ahead and put your left cheek down. Open your right knee out to the right. And this is just a nice, just give yourself this. We're gonna fire it up again. But this is nice. Oh, trust me, we're gonna fire it up again. My friends at home, miss you guys. Let's bring that right knee in. And let's come to the other side. Left knee out, right cheek is on the hands this time. Let the hips soften down. Let the floor open up, just drop in. Feel the back of your heart soften. All right, coming back to center before I can't move. Come onto your forearms here. Some of my favorite work is work in forearm plank and dolphin, and said nobody ever. No. Anyways, guys, so let's come into Sphinx pose. Spread your fingers wide, right? Get this alignment. Press away from your shoulders. Lift up your lower belly a lot. Lift your knees up. You can't see, but my feet are quite close together. Lift your chin. Draw your elbows back, bringing your heart forward. Relax your face. Build that strength here. This can be quite challenging for some, right? So be patient. One more breath. From here, I'm going to keep my hands parallel. This is a good angle to kind of see, right? Elbows will want to start to wing out. Try to work in this box. Fingers are spread, but you can do this here. You can do this here. So you choose. I'm going to tuck my toes here, lift up. Forearm plank. Feet together, tailbone tucks. Good, lengthen. Thighs engaged, same thing here. Just breathe, press away. We're closer to the mat, so we have a lower center of gravity, so you have to work harder, I feel like, to push away from the ground than when you're in a regular plank. Just a few more breaths. Whatever you got, give it to it right now. And then lower your hips. Lift your chest up. Right, it might feel good to just come onto the fingertips here. If you got it, right? Maybe the arms straight and nothing to force. Don't force this. Right? I am doing it because I have the space. But you can be down here. Right? Maybe you want to just reach. Let's all reach our arms back. Come into locust pose. Lift your feet. Stretch. Whole back body right here. Let's take a few more breaths. One more. Good. Lower down. Rest a cheek. I'm trying to remember what we were doing before that, but it was a forearm plank. That's right. Come back to center, forehead down. Actually, no, come onto your forearms again. This is good. This is nice heart opening, right? We're inspiring. No rounding, right? We really want to work this. If you've been couch surfing like me, watching Netflix, we need this. Let's do this. Right, from here, tuck your toes. Take a deep breath in. And then press. Good. Now sink the hips, lift the heart, inhale. Tuck the toes, exhale. Forearm plank. Good. Sink the hips, release the toes, inhale, lift the chest. Tuck the toes, exhale. Forearm plank. Carve out the belly. Good. Sink the hips, lift the heart, inhale. Tuck the toes, exhale. Practice those pauses at the top and the bottom of the breath. Good, sink the hips, lift the heart, inhale. Tuck the toes. Good. And then from here, sink the hips, lift the heart, inhale. Reach your arms back, locust pose. Keep space around your neck, and if you'd like, bend your knees, take your feet, and press. Either pressing your toes up. One more breath here. Good, lowering down gently with control. Plant your palms. And let's press back to a child's pose. First child's pose we've taken yet. Bringing hands to prayer behind the head. Take a moment to notice how you feel inside your body. Enjoy it. Good. And we'll come back out. Come back to downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. And step your foot between your hands. Turn your back heel flat. Come up into warrior two. Spread your toes, spread your fingers. Suck up the low belly. Hug the legs towards each other. Mine are shaking. Deepest expression. Coming in for a side angle, forearm on the thigh or fingertips or hand down inside the foot. You can always go outside the foot. I'm keeping my arm reaching up because it feels good right here. Maybe I'll reach it over. If you're looking for a bind, now is a good time to take it. So you'll reach back and then finding a lift up. Coming out, coming back into warrior two. Straighten your front leg, turn your right toes in. Setting up for Prasarita. Bring your hands onto your hips, lift up. And then we're gonna come forward and fold. Again, coming in at your pace. Lifting up the lower belly. It might feel good to grab the ankles. One more breath. Good. Coming back up. And let's come into warrior two, facing the back of the mat. Start to feel the work and really be in it if you can. Whatever that means to you, like stay engaged with what's happening in the shape. One more breath. Good, coming into side angle with the forearm on the thigh or the hand down. If you're bringing the hand down, get that deep lunge. Deep, deep, deep. Tailbone tucks, belly lifts. Taking it to a bind if you want the bind. And releasing. Coming back up into warrior two. Straightening the leg, turning your left toes in. And again, hands on the waist, lifting up. Coming forward. Feet are wider apart to make it a little easier on you. Feet are closer together if you have more space and you want to bring your head down. A long breath. Coming back up. Turn your right toes out. Step your back foot forward. Come down onto your bum, your bottom. Come onto your bottom and find boat pose. Just a nice healthy boat pose. And then if you have the space, you want to take the toes, flex the toes, draw your chest towards your thighs. Good, and then when you're ready, release your feet to your mat. We're gonna start by coming into Janya Shirshasana. So bring your left foot in. I need to sit, girl, you know I do. All right. Leaning forward, grab what you can. If this is all you've got right here, that's great. If you need a bend in your knee, take it. Those of you more flexible, come in. Wherever you need to go to find what you're looking for, that's where you need to go. So sometimes you might not need to go very far to find the stretch, and that is okay. One more breath. Come back up. Find boat pose. Again. If you want the toes, take the toes again. Release. Let's take this on the other side. Coming in, like you can take the flesh from underneath you, get it out of the way. Notice like you lean forward, lift up lower belly. That's the way in. Coming up. Good. Let's do a reverse table. I'm trying to do things so you can see them, but space is limited. All right, reverse table, hands behind, lift up. Drop the head. Use the feet and the hands to distribute the weight in your body. Head rest back only if it's available to you. Otherwise, keep it lifted. One more breath. Lift up. Lower down slowly. Remember to lift the head last. And from here, we'll find pigeon pose. So we'll take the left leg either halfway back, right, for something a little bit more gentle. And not only that it's more gentle, it's just different. So it's beautiful either way. You could start off here and then move back into, I always try to think of, if all different people are watching these videos. So, try to give enough information for everybody. Again, this foot can come in much further, right? I just happen to be open here enough to parallel my shin. Back toes are nice and long. I'm gonna sit up. And take this time for yourself. We're gonna be here for for a good minute. I like to enjoy the process, right? All the levels of getting into the shape. Soften around your breath. Drop whatever you can drop. For the last few breaths, you might stay where you are, or you might come up. Draw your right foot in a little closer, reach back for the left foot. You could stay here, or you could find mermaid. Wherever you are, start to make your way back up. Take your back leg around and bring your left foot across your right thigh. Some of you can stay here. You're trying to sit evenly between. If it's better for you to extend your right leg, you can do that. Left fingertips behind you, right arm reaches up. Inhale. Grabbing that length, and then exhale. Find your twist. And I'll continue to inhale to lift me up. Exhale to twist. If you want to work a wrap or a bind, I know a lot of you are asking for some up-level asanas, so you could always reach through here. Make sure you have the space. Reach through, and then you'll take this left hand and you'll sit up tall. It'll bind. One more breath. And coming back out, we'll release. And we'll find pigeon on the left side, or your deer pose, stopping here. I don't really have to explain anything, so take your time. We'll see, the reason I stay up is because I want my hips to start to feel comfortable and softer from this upright position before I even come down. And for a long time I missed that. I would just go right down, and so it's nice just to honor each phase of where you're going. Here for a little bit longer. Take what you need from this. Hold that space. At this point, if you want to come up and take the back foot, grab a mermaid, or take the back foot. You can just hold it there. And maybe find Chin Mudra here. You could reach up. You could find that interlace. Just play with it. But when you grab it, you can really find a nice stretch there. Nice opening in the right psoas. Everybody coming out of this pigeon gently. We'll take the back leg around gently. And sitting evenly. Good. Let's reach up. Left arm reaches up. Inhale. And then we'll take our twist. So we'll really draw up the belly, sit up tall. You need to find this before you work towards any bind here, that lower belly lock lifting. Once you have this, you'll reach through and take the bind. Keep breathing in the collarbones and chest, upper ribs. On more. To come out, just come on out. From here, we'll bring the soles of the feet together. Yes, this is better. I'm going to draw them in close because I really want to stretch my inner thighs here. Sitting up tall. And then again, keeping the belly active as I come forward. Neck is long. Coming back up. And from here, we're gonna work on our splits. This might be a longer video because I needed this today, y'all. I did, I hope you do too. So coming in, you can sit up just like this, right? If you wanted to, sitting up tall at the edge of your bed or whatever it might be. If you wanna work on rolling, right? It's a pelvic shift forward and back. That's what you need to work on in order to come all the way down, right? Those of you looking for more up-level stuff, here it is, working on the roll forward and back. Once you get that, you can come in to a deeper folds, and this works with all of your forward folds. Right, so we'll just come in and fold, and we'll stay here for 1 minute. So wherever you are, up high or down low, breathe. Be gentle, and don't worry. There was a time I could not do this, and it, wasn't that long ago, but I practiced every day. If I can do it, you can do it. Last few breaths. Good. Start to come up. And to come out. Oh, hello. That was a lot of sensation. All right, from here, I'm feeling like let's come onto our backs. Let's take a few back bends. I'm trying to make this interesting here a little bit. I don't think it's gonna work though, no. All right, so let's start to take some back bends here. I'm gonna come right into wheel. You can come into bridge. Lifting up. I'm actually not quite gonna come right up into my wheel, but this kind of variation of bridge with the arms as if you're gonna go into wheel is a nice stretch. And it just kind of gets you prepared. Wherever you are, just take a couple more breaths. Drop it down. All right. Another back bend here, bridge or wheel. I'm not really worrying about how close my hands and my feet are to each other, but more so working to press my legs straight and bring my chest through. Lowering down. Find Supta Baddha Konasana. I take that back. I'm going to let my knees touch inward. From here, I'm gonna come into legs up the bed pose because it's right here, so how could I not? And you're welcome to come into plow or shoulder stand or headstand, but I'm just gonna put my legs here and kind of give myself a nice little inversion break. I really like the feeling of the recirculation of the blood. It just feels so healthy to me. And you can stay here for as long as you'd like. Pause the video and just stay or practice your headstands or whatever it might be. I'll be here for a few more breaths, wherever you are. I'm just grateful that we're able to come together and practice in this way. Oh man. I'm sending love out to all of you right now. Love and hugs. Last few breaths. To come out, I wanted to practice fish pose before we end our practice today. So with your feet together, come onto your forearms. This is just one way to come in, like a little bit more of a passive way, I would say. Coming onto your forearms, just pressing your chest up, right? Arching your back and leaning your head back, right? That's one way. to come in. Another way would be to bring your hands underneath your bum, stretch your legs forward, walk your elbows in, and then press your chest up and lay your head back. All right. Another variation, a little bit more advanced for those of you wanting more. Right. I'm going to take my hands out, leave my head on the ground, and reach my arms forward and float my feet. To come out, just releasing. I'm ready for Shavasana here. Give yourself a nice long rest if you have the time. Thank yourself for your practice today. Namaste, yogis. Be well.